Halloween Contest 2021, Tricks and Treats Aplenty. Entity number 222, Soulsuckers. Indexed Entity Threat Score, Danger, X. Intelligence, E-. Image caption, a partially damaged instance of Entity 222. Note the attack to the ocular region. Description: instances of Entity 222, otherwise known as Soulsuckers, are bipedal androids with a manufactured height of 7 feet. Most units are largely in a state of disrepair, with some only carrying superficial injuries to some sustaining limb loss. These entities have an exposed mechanical system, covered in part by translucent plastic, mimicking the human form. Some soulsuckers are lit by internal LEDs and can be seen from far away in the dark. Due to dilapidation, however, this is not a guarantee. Behaviors: soulsuckers operate solely on some form of AI. No components have ever been recovered in working order, so exact operational parameters are unavailable. But, through observation, we know that they operate in a 4-stage pattern. Phase 0, Standby. During standby, soulsuckers move ambivalently throughout terrain, pivoting the head to keep a full peripheral vision. Kona vision tests have concluded that they can see up to 30 meters ahead in a 180-degree field of vision without moving their head. Swiveling brings this up to 270 degrees. This vision is not inhibited by light levels and is likely based on infrared sensors. Occasionally, they will move in packs, if available. It is believed that at one point they may have always operated this way, but, due to lower numbers, often operate in a solitary fashion. Upon sensing a living human being who has not undergone C, a soul extraction event, soulsuckers move into Phase 1. Phase 1, Alarm. Phase 1 lasts approximately 1.5 minutes. During this time, soulsuckers emit a siren, not unlike a wail, from their mouths. This wail attracts other soulsuckers in the area, even if they are not a part of the original pack. While doing so, they will attempt to capture a target, that being the aforementioned living human who has not undergone C. During this state, soulsuckers have been observed moving at speeds of up to and exceeding 30 miles per hour. Due to poor traction of terrain or dilapidation, soulsuckers oftentimes do not capture a target. When this happens, Phase 2 begins. Phase 2, Canvassing. Phase 2, like Phase 1, lasts approximately 1.5 minutes. In this phase, an individual entity ceases to wail and slows to the original pace. Soulsuckers will investigate hiding spots or other exits in a roughly 500 square foot area, or a radius of about 50 yards. During this time, it's advised that you evacuate the area, as the entities are diligent hunters. After exhausting all avenues of egress, a soulsucker will move to Phase 3. If, through canvassing the area, the target or a new one is found, the entity moves back to Phase 1. Phase 3, Standby Plus. Standby Plus is an indefinite phase characterized by the return of activities from standby, with added activities. It is unknown whether Standby Plus is truly distinct from standby, but soulsuckers have been observed taking different routes after being disturbed, inspecting otherwise harmless evidences of human activity, and an increased response to sound after initiating a phase change compared to beforehand. The duration of Standby Plus is equally unknown. During this time, if possible, soulsuckers will also attempt to repair any damages incurred during a search. If any of the new protocols lead to detection of a human, the androids move back to Phase 1. Phase X, C events. A C event occurs upon the capture of a target sought during the alarm phase. The servos within the hands of an instance of Entity 222 are strong enough to hold a fully grown man, and they will reorient the victim until they are facing one another. Strong cables are drawn out of the nostrils, and these robotic tendrils force open the target's eyelids, preventing them from closing. At this time, an unknown pattern and/or spectrum of light is emitted from the pupils of the entity. Upon interacting with the victim, this light appears to remove all traces of personality, memory, or individuality. Footnote: C events are currently poorly understood, and any research into the topic is typically undergone unwillingly by subjects unaware of the research topic. As such, further context is required. End footnote. C events are not local. Memories about the user in question are edited. Actions are persistent, but the identity and intention of the victim are erased from collective memory. Documentation, like video recordings, remain unaffected, but text referencing these users or describing them is found missing, regardless of the state it's rendered in. Victims of C events often wander the level they encountered an instance of Entity 222 on, with no intent behind their actions, until recovered by another person. Highly regarded members of Meg posts leave, only to be forgotten abruptly and unanimously, until an empty shell resembling them is found days, weeks, or months later. Attached case file. Recovery. Flores. Image caption. Only pre-C image of Lewis available. Archivist Luis Flores is one of several recovered post-C individuals available for study. Due to prior involvement with the Meg, we are aware of several things concerning him, including his likeness, shown right, his name, and certain confidential medical details. However, staff specifically listed as working alongside him have no memory of his or any similar staff members' involvement in any project pre-C event. The last pre-C record of his activities details his active study of Entity 222 and the effects they have on humans, and notes that he was dispatched to Level 522, the Backrooms Robotics headquarters, with several other members of staff. None of them could be recalled by associated staff members, nor by Lewis himself, who suffered rapid onset retrograde amnesia and an unknown type of identity disorder. He's easily characterized by an apathetic personality with little to no willpower. This contrasts with minor details within his and others' reports, which insinuate a previous desire for deduction and forensic skills that back that desire up. Duration of this effect is unknown, likely indefinite. Biology. Soulsuckers have several unique design quirks that should be discussed/can be exploited. Of note is the necessitation of the eye units to perform a C event. In the case that even one of the eyes is damaged, no detrimental effect has been gleaned from a soulsucker attempting a C event. However, upon failure, the unit will attempt to physically harm any humans in the area, rather than engage in them traditionally. This, combined with, or interchanged with disabling the bipedal walking system, is the best way to avoid this entity. Of note are the several units observed with partial exoskeletal features. Some instances have been spotted with black, plate-like structures covering vital components. One instance, no picture found, even sported a black, skull-like mask with eye and nose holes for continued optimal operation. Significance of these features is unknown. Competing theories include the concept that these units are superior, all units once had these and now have lost them, and more. Do's and don'ts. Do. Stay out of sight of soulsuckers in Phase 0. Disable the unit or exploit the terrain to evade during Phase 1. Exfiltrate the area during Phase 2. Do not return after Phase 3. Don't. Attempt to close your eyes during a C event. Severe ocular trauma can occur. Forget to detail your identity and memories often. Forget who you are. Forget. Hello there. Welcome to Archive OS. It's always nice to meet a new user. Would you mind telling me your name? Drinker.